An 18-year-old man from Oregon now facing charges in Franklin County for what he allegedly said online to a woman police say led to her attempting suicide. Police say that harassment went on for months and with some vulgar posts telling her to essentially kill herself and that she was a bad mom. Shippensburg police say Adrian Zusha started sending these messages to the woman December of last year. There's no known connection between the suspect and victim. Now he's facing multiple charges, including causing or aiding in suicide and stalking.
So one of those is a felony charge. So the connection between comments online rising to the level of charges in real life might be a surprise to some of you folks watching right now, but also to some of those people choosing to be toxic online. Tonight, I talked with one of the experts in this field about punishing comments and where free speech turns into threats.
These are things that we all need to be aware of that are happening, and we need to take precautions against them, but also know how to protect ourselves as well.
Well, let's start with the protect ourselves. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so in some instances, the companies themselves have to be held responsible. So we as individual citizens need to really petition some of the lawmakers to make sure that there are safeguards in place so that when people use these tools, let's say nefariously, that there's actually some protections for the citizens themselves.
That takes time. In the meantime, is there anything, beyond, don't look, which is hard for a lot of people, just to not look or not take things seriously. Maybe this is the wake-up call that you throwing aggressive, toxic comments into the air isn't just free speech.
Yeah, it's definitely not free speech. Remember, free speech really just covers government censorship.
If I say, Professor Palmer is the worst professor I've ever had, that's my opinion. That's free speech. If I say, Palmer, you should kill yourself, have we now gone into a different realm because I've said that directly, maybe to you, in a way that I know you'll see it?
Yeah, that's not quite. I don't think there's a problem with that, actually. That particular instance or that example. So we need to think a little bit more broadly. And can harm be created from my statement? Now, to put it another way, you saying that can actually harm me if I'm already in a space where I'm feeling vulnerable.
This should be the story that all parents bring up to their kids.
Yeah, and the seriousness of it is immeasurable, right? Because we've seen so many examples of people putting themselves in harms, putting others in harm. There's so many things that can happen. So parents really need to have a conversation. As they learn about these situations, have a conversation with their children about them as well.
Good advice there. And also for anyone struggling out there, somebody else, make sure they know about this hotline. It's the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, available 24 hours a day.